We are sailing a little bit further north today. We just left our beautiful little anchorage and we are going about 50 miles further north to a chain of islands called Melova. All those places in Norway are just so hard to pronounce that I'm pretty sure that every single time I try, I pronounce it differently and probably still not the right way. But it's a beautiful day. We're quite enjoying this spring sailing with the sunny weather and light winds. Although when we started this sail, we had the spinnaker out and we were going 8 knots. So we rolled it back and now we just have this head sail up. We're still doing 6 knots through the water. So it's pretty enjoyable. Rock out the sunglasses. Boom. Sunny sailing. What? I don't know why I'm still talking.
I'm still pointing the camera at you.
I know.
Catch your fish without a line in the water. And my mama never said that.
I'm pretty sure I heard somewhere that you can't troll for cod, but somebody is dedicated to try.
It's a pretty chill sail, so I feel like we should try. We should try to troll for cod. Normally you throw one of these big shiny silvery bins down to the bottom and just like bounce it along the bottom and then you catch fish in like 2 minutes. But I wouldn't say I'm bored, but I'm optimistic. So we're gonna try trolling and see if we can catch some fish. That way when we get there, we'll have some dinner. 3, 2, 1.
Bye!
We're only in 30 meters of water, so a little over 100 feet. These lures are super heavy because they're meant to sink just straight down to the bottom where all the cod are at. But feels like 30 meters. Hoi! It's a heavy lure. So I don't think it's meant for trawling. What if we caught a fish? It'd be cool if we caught a fish. I like fishing. See the line of the fish meets the pole. Yeah. Well, it's been about 30 minutes since the last time that we saw 20 knots, and now it's blowing 8, so spinnaker's coming back out. I'm really glad that we put it on a top-down furler before we came to Norway, because we've used our spinnaker more in the last year than we've ever used it before. It's really nice to have and easy to access.
But Dan, it's not a spinnaker, it's an asymmetric gennaker.
And no, it's not a gennaker. It's an asymmetric spinnaker, but because it's the only spinnaker that we have on board, we just call it the spinnaker. And it's not a gennaker.
For all you people asking
For all you
in the
people
comments.
asking, it's not a gennaker. All right, this is coming in.
And the wind's gonna pick up as soon as you do that.
country though, man. Literally the second the spinnaker comes out, the wind goes up 60 degrees and picks up to 15 knots. So now we're close reaching. So I had to fall off, and now we're immediately gonna roll the spinnaker back up again.
Welcome to Norway.
Look at this spike. This is literally when we roll the spinnaker out. Look at that. Wind shift, increase, instantly. I mean, if we were sailing in the right direction right now, I'd be all for it, but we don't need to be close reaching the spinnaker out. Yeah. All right. As good as that's gonna get.
Well, this was a fast sail. We've been averaging 8 knots all day and we're already there. It's been blowing about 20 to 25 knots today and it's just been such a chill sail. The cool thing is the wind is coming from the south, which means all the mountains are blocking the waves, so it looks like a lake out here, although it's blowing 20 knots.
Yeah, but I'm just jumping off the dock. What you're doing is way cooler. All right, you're a little fast and you're a little far away from the dock, I'd say. Nice. Remember, as soon as you stop, your ballast is going to disappear. So I would say try to get the ass end as far down the dock as you can. You're still pretty far away.
I know. I just want to start like.
Good speed. You can probably straighten up a little bit. Watch your bow. No, wrong way. Yeah.
Shit.
Oh, just hold more helm.
But the bow.
Yeah. Alright, you kind of lost it.
I'm gonna have to go forward.
You're probably gonna have to stop the boat and then going forward and then try again. But get out of here before the stern goes over. Well, you might be able to recover it. Helm the other way. Hard the other way. Too fast. Too fast. Forward.
Climbing. I did.
All right. Go forwards out of here and then try it again. Because you got like 3 other things going against you when you're in forwards. That was good though.
As soon as you said too fast, I couldn't quite recover because I started slowing down. As soon as I started slowing down, the bow took off.
It's a fine line, and here there's not a whole lot of wind, so you're fine. So think about what.
It is a power outlet, isn't it?
It looks like there's electricity there. There's lights. There's probably electricity. So think about what just happened. Think about why it happened, and now.
I don't.
And now, like, kind of come forward and try it again. Like, take a few deep breaths. I mean, you did fine.
It is too much going back in a straight line.
And also remember when you're in reverse, Kika, like this and that is all the helm you need. Because if you do helm hard all the way over, the bow's just going to be like whoosh, and just take off, and you're not going to be able to recover because the momentum is going to be too strong. So it's like these little tiny micro adjustments in reverse.
Okay.
Do you want to tell the people what the you're doing?
I'm practicing reversing into the dock because I've never done this before, and this is gonna be. I need to practice how to reverse into a dock. So.
And we're in a really good place to do it because it's a big wide open dock and nothing's going on.
But my legs are shaking.
Shake it out. Shake it out. Big deep breaths.
All right, take 2.
And until you start moving in reverse, keep the helm centered because you're not going to be doing anything until.
I'm also cold.
Yeah.
So my legs are shaking because I'm also cold, not because.
All right, now ease up on the throttle.
Ease up.
Yeah, because you're starting to go in reverse already. and then slowly start making your turn. Slowly start backing up that booty train. You're gonna back that booty train up to the station. That's reasonable. And you're going in reverse, so everything's backwards, and you have to pay attention to the bow and the stern and the wind, and you're checking it in reverse is no longer a thing. You've got everything going against you. Give it a little bit more power, not much.
I'm like
You're
full
going
to
yeah.
starboard.
Because you're going a little bit slow. That's
Then
why.
I have, but you said like.
Yeah. Okay. Now start straightening the helm up before it's too late. Gotta go all the way straight right now. And then stop the boat. Or you're gonna hit the corner. Stop. Let the wind kind of drift you. Remember when you check it in reverse, the stern goes that way, right?
Fuck.
All right.
Can we call it? I can't
I
do
think
this anymore.
third time's the charm. Do you want to try it again, or do you want to just call it?
I'm bad at this.
But you need to practice. This is why it's practice.
Can I just start from here?
Try starting from here and see what happens. Give it some good throttle in reverse to get momentum, and as soon as you start going backwards, ease off the throttle. Just hold that until you actually start going backwards. All right, ease off. Because what's happening is the bow is getting blown with the wind, and so it's forcing your stern into the dock. So you might need a little bit more speed to counteract that movement from the wind. Right now you're dead downwind, so you're good. Just hold this and try to get as close to the dock, and we'll grab the cleat. Yeah, you're perfect. Hold this until we get close enough that I can step off, and then I'll step off with the midship and get ready to stop the boat. All right. 3, 2, 1, full stop.
Third time the charm.
Pretty good. Here. Pull in on that until we're kind of tight on the spring. It's sketchy going in reverse because you have to maintain more speed than you want to.
Yeah, and then you see the dog going by so fast, you think you have to slow down, but as soon as you slow down, the boat goes somewhere else. Is the spring tight?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, I didn't crash the boat, and I made it to the dock in reverse, so I guess third time the charm. After I failed that second time, I was ready to pull the plug, but I'm glad I tried again. And yeah, now we're here. It's a beautiful little spot. Hopefully there's power. He doesn't look very optimistic out there. I hope there's power.
So the problem with being like the only boat sailing in northern Norway right now is all of the guest docks are sort of like winterized, but I think we might have power. This looks like it plugs that in. Everything up at the, I feel like plugs into itself. I can't really see what the, so this power strip goes up, and then this also goes up. I don't understand. Let's go. I think I just plugged in the outlets down there. Let's go test them and find out. Huh. The light works, so we have power. I guess this should work too, hopefully. No, I'm kidding. We're finding these types of just normal like European outlets more and more the further north we go, and less of these like big 16 amp, you know, marina type outlets.
It's snowing again. So I guess winter's back in the middle of April. We had a beautiful sunny week, and then today it decided to snow again.
I woke up on the inside. I woke up and looked outside. And I woke up to a world of...
So when we were sailing in with Uma, we've noticed some cannons on top of the hills here on the island. So we decided this morning to go stretch our legs, and we're going to go check some of them out.
Ooh, I've got time. I woke up and looked outside. Nothing polished in my eyes. And I woke up to a world of sea. Now I am watching
You ever thought you'd visit a beach in the snow?
Yeah, this is so cool. I mean, part of me wishes it was sunny and warm so we can actually go in. So pretty. Ah, yeah. So we were walking around the island today, and we noticed a bunch of those giant concrete pads, and there's a couple of cannons as well all over the islands. It's obviously they're not operational anymore, but these cannons used to be part of the defense system from Norway to defend against the Germans from World War II. So it's kind of cool that they left over 1 or 2 cannons just so you can actually experience part of that history. It's crazy to think that these were actual weapons. I wonder if I can spin it. No.
I doubt it. I think this was the entrance. That's kind of what it looks like. There's probably like another dome thing here. It looks like there was like a manhole cover in the middle. It's all filled with concrete now though. I was kind of hoping we were going to be able to climb inside of it. Some of the bunkers along like Normandy and stuff you can climb inside of, but it's all sealed up with concrete. It's still pretty cool to look at though. Can't imagine having one of those screaming overhead. A little boat way off there without like GPS or radar. It's kind of nuts. I'm a little bit sad though because I thought maybe at least one of these we'd be able to kind of climb inside of. I imagine that this entire hill that we're standing on has been sort of carved out and there's some bunker underneath us where all the shells and, you know, people used to be hanging out, loading up and firing these cannons. But they're all sealed with concrete so that we can't go inside, which makes sense, but that little like 12-year-old boy inside of me wishes we could go inside.
quick correction from this history lesson we gave you back there.
We might have to go update the Wikipedia page. So we thought that those cannons were from World War II, but they kind of looked a little too modern for World War II cannons. Apparently they're from 1990. It was Norway's defense during the Cold War against the Russians. And where we kind of thought there was probably some sort of bunker underneath, yeah, there was. It's 9 stories down, and it was meant to survive like an atomic attack. So they just actually sealed it up last year, but there still is one cannon on the island that's further back. And if you come here in the summer, they'll actually open it up and you can go down into the bunker underneath it, which sounds really amazing.
Yeah, we met on our way back to the boat. We met 2 people that live here, and we asked about the bunkers, and then they told us a little correction about the story. There's 9 people that live on this island year round. There's 30 houses, and it's mostly filled up in the summer, but in the winter there's only 9 people living here, and they have their own pub, which unfortunately is still closed now because we're a little bit too early in the season, but in a month or 2 they're gonna open up. So if you're here in the summer, definitely check out this place. But it's overall a really beautiful little island. Very small, but very interesting for how small it is. So we were walking around the island yesterday, and we noticed a crane on the other side of the island that's not operational. So today there's not much wind, so I got my silks, and we're going to try to hook the silks on a crane, and I'm going to be doing silks on a crane. I mean, it's not a big crane, but I think it'll be cool. So at least we'll try. I think this will work. It doesn't look like this dock is operational. We decided that was a good idea to do this in the snow. Oh boy. It's gonna be freaking cold. Okay, we gotta warm up. It's not going to be terribly cold. Okay. And
lock the doors, I'll break them down. Give me a torch, I'll hold it proud. 'Cause when I start a fire, it's never burning out. You bring the flood, but I will never drown. I'll never drown. I'll never drown. In the storm, feel my fire rising high. In the darkness there is light. In the storm, I will battle for my life. No, I won't give up the fight. In the storm, you whisper lies and stain my name, but I speak my truth and play your game. 'Cause I'm standing taller, growing stronger every day. You bring the clouds and I will challenge the rain.
You're insane, you know that, right?
This is where it's getting cold now.
You're absolutely insane.
Whew, okay, it's getting like, I can't feel my toes anymore, which means I should probably stop.
Probably.